Okay. Alright, let me just chug this water and then I'll call. Yeah, those games were super fun. Yeah, the connection was horrible. I don't know why. I only left because that Randall combo was so funny. Like, up air, and I was like, I guess I can forward smash right here. No, that was so freaking funny. Alright, we're going to start the lesson now, everybody. Hello.
Hello, can you hear
Hey,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
What's going on?
I'm chilling. I'm just, I don't know, I'm having a pretty good day so far. So, just like feeling good about the
Nice.
day. I'm going to try to get
Hell
some
yeah.
code done and stuff like that. How about you?
Good, man. Just been working the whole day, working from home. But heard you listen to Oliver Tree.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
I love
Yeah.
Oliver Tree.
Yeah, I gotta listen to him more actually. You reminded me.
Yeah, he had that new album come out, and
Yeah.
it's like this happens to me every single Oliver Tree song. I just like listen through and I was like, this song's bad, this song sucks, this song sucks, this song's awful. And then like it comes up in autoplay and I'm like while I'm doing something else and I'm like, man, what is this banger? I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
right?
That was one of those songs that I thought was bad. Like
I totally know what you mean. Yeah. I feel the same way. Although I really only know a couple of his songs. But anyway.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
so maybe you could do a quick intro for the stream so people know who you are.
Yeah, for sure. So, I have been playing for many years now, actually. I started with this tag back in the Brawl days, like 10 years ago at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a few years, I got into PM and then Melee in college. And I've sort of been playing off and on ever since. So it's actually been quite a while that I've been playing, but I've never like committed to any sort of real practice or improvement
Okay.
regimen or anything. So I'm still like fairly like inconsistent and like I feel like I have moments where I'm like, oh, that was actually like pretty good. But most of
Mm-hmm.
the time it's not that way.
Okay. And so where you said you were from where again?
I'm in New York right
New
now. I'm in
York. Okay.
Manhattan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. And what are we going to be doing this lesson on?
So, I sort of just wanted to start off. I sent you a couple Slippy files. I mostly play on unranked. I go to tournaments very occasionally, so I don't really have like footage that I can
Mm-hmm.
use from there. But
Yeah. No,
I
unranked games are fine.
okay, yeah, sounds good. I'm focusing on Sheik this time around because I feel like recently there was a time where I had a practice partner of a Sheik and I felt like I knew what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like sometimes that really centralizes like your game plan around one particular person rather than the character, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I know how that is. Practice partner stuff is real.
Yeah, exactly.
It does help, but it like helps a lot less than playing like other
Right.
sheiks or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. And so like I feel like I'm dealing with different sheep play styles that I don't really have a good I mean like the whole concept of a game plan is like I'm not super sure how to formulate one coherently. I'm not really sure like what I'm looking for in certain matchups a lot of the time. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess like I do have some notes that we can go through. I don't know if you want to like just start the vid or if you want to
Yeah, I
you
mean,
want me to just
no,
go
I
through
mean, it's
some of
kind of up to
those.
you. Like, we can
Yeah.
check out those notes, or we can start going over the games, or like,
Yeah.
what?
I guess I'll start with the notes just because they kind of I was taking them as I was rewatching some of these games, so it's
Okay, yeah,
probably
perfect.
so I noticed that like the Sheik play styles oftentimes in tournament like they'll play more quote unquote seriously where they'll sort of do as much needle camping as they need to like they'll take as much time as they need charging needles and
Mm.
they'll play this game where I mean at least I feel like they're playing this game where they're trying to get you to try to start the interaction while they have a full set of needles charged.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how best to deal with that. Like you'll see in this game that that's what the Sheik is doing a lot of the time, and that's partially spurned because I'm using a lot of lasers, but I mostly just try to get a bunch of laser damage to incentivize them to like interact with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I get beat off the jump in the next neutral interaction a lot of the times there, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
You get beat off the jump in the next neutral interaction after
After
going.
like yeah, like after getting some lasers in, like playing the laser game a little, like trying to position myself relative to them in a way that I can
Yeah.
catch them in a sense. I feel like a lot of the times I'll just not understand what I need to do to actually get in on them rather than just rack up laser damage.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what else? What else is there in the notes?
Um, Probably not relevant to this particular file, but general tips on how to use top platform effectively. Like knowing how good Falco's full hop is one
Mm-hmm.
thing, but like knowing how to take advantage of that, I feel like is another thing.
Okay. Yeah. If you have another game with like a top platform thing, we can go over that in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can get back on that particular point if I have a game like that. I gotta actually check.
Okay. I mean, I can talk about it without a file. It just makes it a little bit
Yeah,
easier.
I'm fine with just generally speaking to things and
Okay.
speaking like conceptually as well. I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
Like that sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
I mean, the main point of the top platform is that like you can full hop and not come down.
Right.
So like the majority of the time you're going to be using it to simply like escape from any uncomfortable grounded position.
Hmm.
Um, then you can also use it like if somebody goes to the side plat, you can pressure them from the top plat. Um, because like a lot of like late nair on shield from like top plat to side plat, they can't beat that with like a shield drop, and also like stuff like laser grab off the top plat, like dropping onto the side plat with a laser puts you at like a pretty big advantage.
Hmm.
Um, so there's like, especially against like Fox, but it works against Sheik too. Like there's definitely ways to pressure the side plat from the top plat if you end up there. But
Gotcha.
like 99% of the time, the point of the top plat is that like, because like in some situations, like I think Falco is definitely really good on Stadium, but I think he does suffer in some situations because he isn't able to full hop out of like dash full hop out of the corner to the top plat is Falco's like absolute best corner escape tool by like a mile. And so not having access to that can make his life a little bit tougher on this stage. A lot of times I'll end up doing a full hop and then I'm like, what do I do? And I have to kind of drift back onto
Yeah.
side plat and it's like a little
Same.
awkward. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and it's yeah, it's just that getting out of the corner on this stage is definitely awkward for Falco. But
Okay.
the good news is that the side plat is low enough that you can just like RTC it and up air it and like RTC shine and all this kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
like he has a lot of advantages on this stage too. But you'll definitely feel it on this stage. Like you full hop to center and you're like, there's nowhere for me to go. Like
Yeah. Yeah. For
so yeah.
sure.
But that's like the main usage, and then you can use the top plat on stages like Yoshi's and Fountain because it's so like low.
Hmm.
um, you can't really drop onto people, and that's like a mistake I tell people a lot to watch out for is like don't
Okay.
attack from the top platform, like running off the top platform and throwing out an aerial or shield dropping off the top platform and aerialing or whatever. They're they're entirely just like hoping your opponent is not good. Like, oh, I really
Yeah.
hope they don't dash dance correctly and get hit. And like everybody does it. I do it sometimes, but you shouldn't do it.
Gotcha.
Like it's just
Gotcha.
bad and you should never really do it. But a lot of times on those smaller stages or the stages with the low top plat, you're able to do stuff where you kind of like wait like the runoff top plat aerial doesn't really like work, but it's
Hmm.
strong enough that they're forced to like play around it.
Right.
And so because of that, a lot of times like you can do stuff like, oh no, I'm in the corner on Yoshi's, so I dash full hop to top plat and then dropped through the top plat, and they had to move to the side to avoid my drop through down air, and then I just lasered, and now I have a laser in center instead of
Hmm.
being corner.
So it's sort of the idea of like not necessarily using aerials from top plat as a way to get in or get a hit, but as a way to take back space and make them respect one of your moves.
Yeah, like basically you can use the top platform to get center stage because if just by dropping off the top platform, they don't want to
Mm,
stand directly below you because they might get hit. So they're gonna move off to the side, and that gives you center stage.
gotcha. Okay, that makes
It's
sense.
kind of like an endless battle in like Fox Falco on. 1 second.
No worries.
Okay, sorry about that.
All good.
Let's see. It's kind of this endless battle in Fox versus Falco where like Falco goes to the top plat to force Fox in the corner, and then he tries to
Mm,
pressure Fox in the corner, and then Fox will like dash full hop double jump to the top plat, and then Falco has
yep.
to go to the corner, and it just kind of like repeats, and that's like a big part of the gameplay there. And if you can't do that, a lot of times Yoshi's in the Fox matchup will feel like incredibly oppressive.
That actually makes so much sense. Actually, I wanted to originally do this to Falco Fox, but I didn't have like very good examples of games recently.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally feel that on Yoshi's, especially against Fox. Like I know that I should be able to blow Fox up there and kill him early and do
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But at the same time, like I feel like it's a very oppressive neutral.
Yeah, the
So
entire
yeah,
stage is just about controlling top plat.
yeah.
Because whoever controls top plat controls center, and then whoever controls center can pressure stuff. So,
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that the just generally talking about top plat is definitely helping me understand
okay.
what it's for. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, so let's get into the Sheik stuff. What was it you said? What was the first point you said?
The first point I said was dealing with sheiks that are
That
content
are playing the
to,
slow game, right?
yeah, they're trying to slow you
Okay.
down and yeah, just hit you with needles, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I guess um, you have to consider why they're doing that. Like, I think that's the
Hmm.
important thing here because I think a lot of people will be like, well, normally they're kind of coming at me and I'm coming at them and it goes pretty well for me
Right.
and then they start camping and then that sucks. And it's kind of like, well, why did they start camping? And it's like, well, it's cuz every time they try to go in, it goes well for you.
Right.
So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if the most effective strategy was Sheik like rushing you down, they would be doing that. So like there should be some comfort in the fact that they're camping because they've already given up on approaching you.
Right.
So that is kind of like the initial mental barrier to cross because a lot of Falcos feel like almost like entitled to go in just because
Hmm.
Falco can. Like the
Right.
Sheik mains don't feel entitled to go in. Some of them, like the good ones, they don't feel entitled to, except for Plop. They don't feel entitled to go in because like they know their character can't really do it, and so
Hmm.
you have to just kind of recognize that despite Falco being really good at approaching, he doesn't always need to approach, and so the low percent, especially the low percent camping game, like who's worse at zero, you know, Falco or Fox? And it's like, well, definitely Falco's way worse when Fox is at zero because Falco has all these problems with like, you know, hit like early down air doesn't combo into shine at low percent and stuff like that. But against
Right.
Sheik, it's this weird ambiguity where it's like, man, Sheik is pretty bad at low percent too because she gets CC'd and stuff. But so it's like, okay, so low percent against Sheik is pretty good as Falco, but low percent uh, for the Sheik as the Falco is like horrible.
Right.
Like Sheik at zero is just like a nightmare. More so than I would say Falco is zero for Sheik. Because she's mostly looking for like grab and like up tilt grab and stuff like that
Yeah.
anyway. So at the low percent, if you're like, let's say you're shooting lasers and Sheik is needle camping, and she does 30% with needles, and you do 20% with lasers, I would consider that as like even. Like
Okay.
that's not really a problem because like she got you to combo percent and you got her to combo percent. and it's kind of okay. And so like when you start off a stock and the Sheik is playing campy, it should be like, whew, nice. Like I'm allowed to get enough lasers so that like my combos will work. Because if you shine Sheik at 0, you don't get a combo. You just get some damage. You don't have a chance to like kill her at 0. But if you shine Sheik at 20 or 25, it's like, ooh, here we go. Like I can literally kill Sheik here. So this early damage is really important. And it's important also not to think about it as like who is sort of winning the percent game. Like a lot of times Falcos will do some percent and they'll get like 8 damage, and then Sheik will do a fully charged needle on them and they get like 17 damage, and then the Falco's just like, dude, I knew it, lasers don't work, and they just run across the stage and try to hit them, and it's like, whoa. And it's like every freaking Falco does that.
Oh yeah.
And it's
I'm guilty of
it's like if you were lasering in the beginning, it's because you knew lasers were good. Just because you get hit with needles, it doesn't change the damage you need to get.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
So yeah, that's really important to understand. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna watch for a second and then I'll go back and discuss some stuff I see.
For sure.
Holy moly. Okay, you haven't dash danced a single time.
No.
Like
I feel like I feel like in some matchups I have like the like the reaction to do it. Like I feel like especially against Marth, I feel like I use dash dance much better than in. I just feel like against Sheik, I'm so worried about the amount of space that she can cover so quickly that
wait, what space? Like how is she covering space quickly?
I mean, not from like across the whole stage, but I guess I mean like a boost grab or a dash attack. Like I'm afraid of getting hit by that. I'm not saying I'm right for being afraid of it.
No.
Like,
I know what you're saying. It was just interesting because you're like, well, I have no problem keeping Marth out, but Sheik. Whew,
yeah,
she
maybe
just...
that sounds kind of whack.
And it's like 50 times harder against Marth.
Maybe I just feel I'm just more comfortable against Marth.
Yeah, because like Marth has crazy drift. Because the thing is, it's like if you put out a laser on the ground, Sheik isn't coming in. Like that's just like a fact. Like she doesn't have a great wave dash. She doesn't have good aerial drift. Like with Marth, if you laser him, he kind of like does that thing where he just kind of hang times in the air and drifts more in. But Sheik doesn't really have that. You laser her, she kind of just drops like a rock, like in place. Like, and when she's like on the ground, it's like, yeah, her dash is the same as Marth's, or like similar, but like she can't get very far because she doesn't have like big forward range. Like if you're hitting her in the face with a laser, she doesn't have access to like approaching back air.
Yeah,
because
and it's not like there's no like take laser fair like from
she doesn't have like a big take laser fair. Her take laser fair is tiny, and she usually does take laser nair, and it's still way smaller than Marth nair and Marth fair and way easier to punish. So like I actually consider Sheik one of the easier characters to keep out. So okay, so there's a few things. So on the ground, it's really easy to keep her out with low lasers. If she does something like jumping over a laser, she actually puts herself in like a pretty bad spot because, like I said, she kind of sucks at getting lasered in the air. Like it's a really bad position for her, and she gets caught out of position. She just gets caught in a really bad spot. And part of that is that, like, think about it like Marth or Falcon. If you laser them out of the air and you're like, here I come, and they just do a double jump backwards, like they have this tiny little double jump that basically just gets them out of the way of any of your attacks, and then they land quickly. But if Sheik double jumps out of a laser, she's just in the worst situation of her life. Like, she doesn't have it, like, because Sheik is like one of the worst recoveries in the game without like a double jump. Like she is so bad without a double jump in terms of like comboing, and then you just kind of hit her off stage with a back air or something. You can just really get a lot of kills off of early combos if she double jumps. So she doesn't really have a great double jump option out of, like, imagine like she's at like 25 or 30 and you laser and you dash in and she double jumps and then you short hop up air her coming down out of her double jump and then do like nair down smash or something. She's just dead.
Yeah.
So like she really doesn't have a good double jump there. And so basically she doesn't get in very easily. Like typically her best approach on Falco is to either crouch a laser, take a laser, whatever, and then do run up shield. That's like a really common Sheik approach. She's not very comfortable doing the boost grab or the dash attack. Part of that might be that you're not like retreating down airing. It's kind of like Marth, where while you're playing neutral, sometimes you just do a fade back down air really quick, and he can't really punish it, and it also makes it so that he feels a little bit more afraid of like running in and grabbing and stuff like that. And that's just like extra effective against Sheik because she doesn't have the ability, like if you do like if you do a down air in place and Marth just happened to jump, sometimes he can just like drift all the way in, tipper fair you and get you, you know? But like Sheik doesn't have any of that. So she has a much harder time like punishing those types of like down airs and like wall type situations.
It's actually funny that you mentioned. It's good that you mentioned the retreating down air because I feel like I do use that against Marth, especially. Like maybe that's one of my more comfortable matchups. And so I've been like trying to figure out how to use it better in other matchups, or if I should use it at all. So definitely, I don't use it probably at all in this match, and that's probably like definitely to my detriment.
Okay. I basically imagine this matchup as like Marth without a sword.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just like I'm fighting like a bad Marth. It's just like everything. It's like a kind of similar-ish combo weight to Marth, except it's easier. She's easier to combo than Marth, and then like.
Is she really? Because I swear I just can't do it, man.
Oh, she's so much easier. She's so easy to combo. Come on.
I mean, no, like, I mean, relatively speaking, it's not that hard, but like, I don't know what it is about Marth's weight compared to Sheik's, but I feel like I just get way longer combos and more.
Most likely, you're just. I mean, it's seeming like in all these cases, you just have more Marth experience. Because like everything you've mentioned so far is way harder or worse against Marth than Sheik. It just seems like against Marth, when you do it, you're like, yeah, this works, I know it. And then against Sheik, you're like, uh-oh, I don't know if this is going to work. No, so you might be a little too scared of, like, and also, Sheik dash attack, like, can't trade with Falco down air. Because you know how the hitbox is, like, behind her?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just literally will lose to down air every time. So she doesn't feel super comfortable doing dash attacks against Falco, and a lot of times like multiple low lasers in a row and stuff will still hit her dash attack because she needs to do like a dash forward dash attack, which takes like 4 frames of dashing to do the dash attack and stuff like that. So it's just like a lot. It's just not that good against like laser Falco in general. Okay.
I'm taking notes if I'm ever like not.
Yeah, no, you're good. But I would like to see some dash dancing, especially here. So like basically like when you land a laser at a range where you can super threaten Sheik. So I don't know. Let's see. Have you heard me talk about the rule of threes before?
The rule of threes. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it's something I go over in basically every Fox versus Sheik lesson. And so I just sort of number, like if you're, let's say you're going to approach and you know you're going to approach, I sort of number the approach on like which beat of the dash dance you go in on. So like if you just dash in immediately and throw out an aerial, that's a 1. If you dash back and dash in, that's a 2. And if you do dash in, dash back, then dash in approach, that's like a 3, and so on. So the even numbers start with dash back, and the odd numbers start with dash in. And so basically the rule of threes is, and Yule's super duper, like there's this set where Mango 3-0'd Plup with Falco a few months ago. And if you watch it, the entire thing is just him doing that really well. And so the essential element of the rule of threes, and it works not quite as well against Sheik as Falco as with Fox, because Falco doesn't have Fox's full hop. But the idea is that like all of her moves kind of take place in place a lot of times, like forward tilt, down tilt, jab, nair, forward air. Like she can't really like move and do them. They take place on kind of like a similar like vertical column, up tilt also.
Yeah.
And so what you can do a lot of times is, the reason it's called rule of threes is you dash in, you do some form of threat against Sheik, and this works outside of the dash dance too in more like abstract ways that you can find later. But basically, you dash in, you dash back, and you dash in and approach. So just like 1, 2, and then dash in approach. And so basically mixing up 3 and 5 are like the most important numbers against Sheik. Like either 1 dash dance into an approach or like 1, 2, 1, 2 approach. And if you watch that manga video, you'll see it like 100 times.
Okay.
But
it helps a lot to hear it like numberized like this. Like I think that helps me like conceptualize the way that you might go about an approach or your game much more than I've heard it before. So
okay, nice.
That's helpful, yeah.
So the basic idea is like, I basically just think of Sheik as like a big forward tilt. Like that is kind of her character, and every other move she has is kind of like a forward tilt variation. Like if she short hop nairs here, it's kind of like a forward tilt. Like it covers roughly the same space and around the same timing. Like all her moves just sort of instantly come out and like vaguely cover the space in front of her and like around the top of her body, and that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
So basically when you dash in, the idea is that you are... So there are some times when Sheik will move backwards. I'm trying to think of the right order to say this. So basically, Sheik's options when she's under pressure and you're at a distance where you're like essentially threatening a 1. You know, like she's like, what if Falco just down airs on me? Her options are full hop, dash back, shield, or attack. That's all she's got. Usually like attack in place, like a forward tilt thing. So if Sheik does a dash back and you do this little like 3 thing, or sorry, not a dash back, like a wave dash back out of shield is more common. And you do this little dash dance, you can just kind of adapt to it. Like you're like 1, 2, and then she wave dashes back, or like, cause you'll be like 1, and then she's gonna react to that while you're dashing back, 2, and then she wave dashes. You can basically just like do a little dash in laser and gain some space here, and you're just totally fine. Like nothing can possibly really go wrong for you there. Because you're basically just recreating this situation, but she moves back and then you recreate it here. And then you kind of just do the same thing again. So there's that. If she full hops, the right answer to Sheik's full hop, like almost all the time, is to just get directly underneath it. Especially stuff like they do that full hop needle.
Yep.
If you read full hop needle it's like if you read full hop needle or you happen to be like moving in, all you have to do is just wave dash directly underneath Sheik and you win. Like you can literally hit her like during her full hop needle stun if she has like a bunch of needles. And
yeah, and I've noticed that. I just like I noticed that and I don't internalize it enough to do it consistently.
So basically the rule is Sheik in the air or like full hopping, get directly underneath her. You can up tilt or crouch or up smash or up air or any like all kinds of things. And a lot of times the Sheiks will do this thing where they try to like down air on you and trade. But Falco up tilt will beat Sheik's down air as long as you choose which way you're supposed to face. Like as long as the up tilt comes out on like the right side, you won't trade with the up tilt the majority of the time.
I'll have to practice that because I remember that situation. I remember trading more often than not. So I think I'm just doing it wrong, yeah.
And if she ends up on one side of you and it's kind of awkward, you can always just like short hop back air, like I said, or up smash. Or just CC shine a lot of times. Or a lot of times on the full hop needle, you can just get underneath her and then shine and then combo her out of it.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm more familiar with in that particular sequence.
Okay, so the dash back doesn't really get her anything. The dash back, or sorry, the wave dash back or the dash back, usually the wave dash back, is designed to cover like the one, right? And so is the full hop. But both of these have answers. The dash or the wave dash back ends up in more of like a stalemate, and her full hop has a. The thing with her full hop is like if you don't get directly underneath it, that's okay, but and you should just kind of play safe against that. But if you do, you have like kind of like an even or better type thing here. And the same thing with her wave dashing back, you have kind of like a guaranteed even or maybe better because you get another laser damage. And then if she shields, a lot of times you can get like a late aerial into a shine grab. I don't think like shield pressuring Sheik is very good overall. Sometimes you can do like a down air shine short hop and kind of jump over the shield grab if she's like a little late. But generally, the strongest option against Sheik is going to be the shine grab. Uh, against Sheiks who are really good at shielding, like really good, your it's like your main opening is gonna be shine grab, and it's like it seems really silly, but they because it doesn't get you a lot, but they basically will just give you like 10,000 shine grabs for free because they're like, what are they gonna do, you know?
Right.
And so, but you just up throw Sheik, and now you're like, yeah. I mean, now you're in the air, and they're like, oh wait a minute, I can't get down. Like that's my character. Like getting down is not what Sheik does. So the up throw is pretty good. The down throw is like, I cannot believe the number of people who do not tech Falco's down throw as Sheik. But even among the top Sheiks, the number is not zero of like Sheiks that get hit by that every time. So the down tilt has some potential, but it's
Down throw.
the down throw. Sorry. The
Yeah.
down throw has some potential, but it's not usually the best. The forward throw is fine when it like knocks down, but almost overwhelmingly, I will either back throw or up throw.
Okay.
But I think the shine grab is really good, and that kind of beats her shielding here because you just do 3 short hop in, late aerial, and then if she does her attack, the 3 will just kind of naturally miss it because you're dashing in, dash back. She forward tilts, and then you dash in and attack and hit her. Mm-hmm. And that's the rule of threes. And if you just like play against Sheik and you just make sure that anytime you're going to hit her, there's like some form of 3 happening, it helps like a lot to just generally try to make things like that where you like give Sheik a chance to swing and then hit her, you know. That is like really, really good. And it ties into sort of a more general thing against Sheik, which is like the strongest thing against Sheik is not like move mix-ups as much as timing mix-ups.
Okay.
So, like, a lot of times, like, for example, like, let's say Sheik is pressuring my shield, and she's doing kind of, like, jab, short hop, fair, jab, forward tilt, on my shield type thing. What I usually will do is I just, like, wait a random amount of time, and then short hop retreating down air out of shield. Because, and it hits really, really often. It's, because it's just, like, she doesn't have a lot of, like, meaty things. She's throwing out a lot of, like, hit. And as long as you just happen to pick a timing in between those, you'll just get out and hit her. And that's just true in a lot of situations, is, like, unless you're, like, sharking or something like that, in just general neutral game, the timing is way more important against Sheik than anything else. So it's important when you're lasering to not get into, like, a really obvious rhythm. And in fact, if you do like laser, like that, a lot of times Sheik just straight up disintegrates. You'll catch her in a weird short hop with your laser, and you'll get a laser nair up tilt into anything you can dream of.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, that was actually crazy. Like, this whole match so far, you're like, kind of awkward tech skill, and then you do dash, wave dash off, down air to punish this. Okay, yeah, so...
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I'm like good at the most random, tiny, like, bits of
Yeah.
things, and I'm just like so not consistent with anything else.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. Okay, so in a spot like this, and this is why we get lasers on Sheik. Because you
Yeah.
down air at 3, and this is a late enough down air that this would definitely combo into Shine, but it doesn't at this range unless you do like the most frame perfect dash JC Shine or something like that.
Right.
But in general, in this position where you know you're not going to get the Shine, you should just grab up throw. She'll end up a little bit over this platform, and you get this really nice like situation where like sharking Sheik is just crazy. Like imagine if you're
Yeah.
Sheik, Falco out prioritizes all of your moves. Like his back air and up tilt just beat every falling move you have straight up. Like they just beat it. And if you double jump, he's just gonna full hop back air, back air, back air, whatever, and kill you out of it. So
Yeah, it's the grabbing that I think I'm really missing. Like I just can't really get it into my head that I need to grab more as Falco, just because you're so not often
and
rewarded
especially against Sheik.
by it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, because basically think of it as like your goal is to get Sheik into the air. And there are so many situations. And you were saying, like, yeah, it's really hard to combo Sheik. It's more that there are plenty of situations where if Sheik does do a certain DI in a certain position, you do only get damage against Sheik. But it's the same against any like non-spacey character. Even the spaceys can DI to positions where all you really have is like a strong back air.
Yeah.
So kind of think of it as like when you are, let's say you shine Sheik in some position, if you down air her, she'll get to the ground too fast and be able to tech. So you're like, all right, fine, I'll back air. Like, what do you get after the back air? You get this really nice situation where Sheik is kind of falling on you. Like, she's kind of falling on you. She's close to the corner. She has a really tough time kind of getting down there. That's like your ideal spot against Sheik, is you want her kind of either off stage or kind of in the corner coming down from high up.
Okay.
And so the up throw is kind of like a shortcut to that position, where you can just kind of throw her up in the air and you're like, well, now you're coming down from high up, and depending on her DI and stage positioning, she's probably coming down kind of in the corner.
Gotcha.
So it's basically you have this crazy strong sharking situation on Sheik that is like sometimes even what you get out of your combos, which is like it's a really, really strong situation. And you can kind of get that for free with the up throw and just kind of get like a mini version, because you just up throw her and then you're like, okay, you can either come down, like what are her options? She can come down with an aerial or she can double jump, and both of those can be made to be like horrible. So it just puts her in a spot she really doesn't like, and because they're shielding a lot and they have a lot of like faith in their shield as Sheik, you'll just get this all the freaking time, like constantly. Like there are a lot of Sheiks where I'll do stuff like the match starts and I'm just laser, and then I get shine grab, up throw, and they kind of come down on a platform and I try to pressure but I kind of miss it, and like, okay, laser, get a shine grab, up throw. This time I catch them with an up air and then they just literally like explode.
Right.
Or they double jump and I catch them and they just explode. And so that's kind of like where it's at. Like I would say that it's like the up throw is more of like a soft opening, kind of how like you would like take advantage of stage positioning to like put someone in the corner, but you're not getting like a real like opening off of it. That's kind of how it works. Like if I hit Sheik's shield anywhere on the stage, I can put her at like a positional disadvantage.
Gotcha.
And
Basically
that,
limiting the options that she then has because you put her in the corner, right?
well, you put her in the air.
Or in the air, yeah.
You put her in a very limited situation, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, like, she's just way stronger in her shield than she is, like, falling. Like, way stronger. Yeah. And so, like, it's just a really good situation to kind of, like, Sheik will kind of give you these grabs for free because she doesn't want to get hit. Whereas, like, her shield is so big. It's not like Fox's, where, like, if you hit Fox's shield like 3 times, his shield gets tiny, it's kind of pokeable. Her shield just, and same with Marth, even though I don't think shield pressuring Marth is very good. But Sheik, like, she just holds shield forever. So I really don't like kind of beating on Sheik's shield and doing like late aerial shine, double shine, like late aerial again, you know, like if I do late aerial shine, or like if I do late aerial, double shine, late aerial on Sheik's shield, I'm just going to end up shine grabbing after. Because I'm like, oh, his shield is still so big. Except the only difference is that I had a chance to get countered out of that.
Yeah, and this person actually holds shield so much in this match, and then also shield grabs me several times, and I was like definitely aware of that as I was playing, but my response was like still to just like unga bunga on her shield, which wasn't great, but.
So okay, this was super good. This is like that thing where like if she full hops and you just like go forward, she's just like invalidated completely.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, so look at even Sheik being like stuck on this side plat, everybody's like it's funny because as the Falco, you're like, man, Sheik on the side plat is unbeatable. And when you're Sheik on the side plat, you're like, like he's just like down there being scary. And so like a lot of times they'll drop through and get nared like this, and it's just like a strong position you can kind of play out. Let's see. Okay, so a lot of times in this position, this is something super small, but out of this, you should just do backflip short hop into down air instead of like doing this like dash back in, which is what slowed you down.
It's so slow, yeah. No,
okay, so this is a so what I want you to do with the combo game is focus a lot more on like you need to be at like. You need to already be fast falling before your down air hits Sheik out of like a pillar like this. So see how you're rising?
Yeah.
This is why you don't get a combo here.
So I have to tech chase if I'm doing it like this.
Because you're rising, you barely get a tech chase. But yeah,
I can't even.
I mean like. It's like it's not even really a tech chase because she literally techs like before you're even like actionable. Like you don't even have like a full tech chase. But look, so right here, if you did like instant full hop here, that's really good. Or full hop double jump and just get above her and then like falling down air, you actually will move faster than your down air momentum on her and get to the ground. And this is like a for sure guaranteed combo here.
Okay. See, I knew I was just messing it up. Because on Marth, I get that. I promise.
It's just an easier Marth. I don't know what to say.
I know. I believe you.
Easier. Because, I mean, you definitely aren't doing this on Marth, are you? Like, are you doing this type of rising down air on Marth? Because that shouldn't be working on Marth either.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't think I'm doing that type. I think in general, like, my pillars are much better against Marth. I think I'm just more comfortable with that weight.
Yeah, you must just be used to the timing.
Yeah. And then I get, like, gimped a couple of times this game, which is, like, I don't really tilt too much off that. It's usually just me fucking up.
Yeah.
So that was a tech flub, I remember. Like, I was going to try to chase on the platform there, and I just messed up.
Oh, right there? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
That was terrible. Yeah. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, you don't usually want to forward smash. No, just kidding.
Can I get an analysis on that?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the type of position where I would forward throw. Like, shielding in the corner, just shine grab, forward throw.
Her shield really is so big.
It doesn't get any smaller. It doesn't matter how many times you hit it, it's still the size of a house. So
they don't even have to shield angle it.
No. Well, okay, so Sheik can barely angle her shield at all, but she also doesn't need to.
Gotcha. That explains that.
Wait, did you know that every character has unique X and Y axis tilt values for their shield?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, like, Falco can tilt his shield vertically more than Fox can. So
How many people tell me this game was an accident? Like, with that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, what we're playing right now is definitely an accident.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, every character has different X and Y values for tilt, and so like different characters will have different ability to tilt their shield kind of based on like the makeup of the character. But it doesn't always fit like what really should exist. Like it's not always like, oh, Falco's shield isn't as good, so he can tilt it more.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is a specific situation where I'm like trying to figure out how to get them to stop corner camping me.
It's okay. It's okay. I definitely okay. I get what's happening here. It's because you want the kill. And but you want the kill like from where you're at. Like how can I describe it? It's like you want to buy like a mansion from like you want to go from like homeless to mansion while like skipping all of the steps in between.
Okay.
So like your goal should not be like when Sheik is in the corner here, your goal should not be like I need to get a kill. Like the kill shouldn't be on your mind. It should be. It should be like generally directing your idea, but you shouldn't be like I'm going to kill Sheik out of this exact position. The idea a lot of times is to put Sheik or another character, put them in a disadvantaged position, and then win the disadvantaged position to get the kill. So in a lot of these spots, Sheik is vulnerable to, you know, like especially like forward throw type stuff, or just like generally like kind of like laser forward tilt is like a great example. Like laser forward tilt, first of all, it's a true combo.
Right.
And a lot of times if they ASDI it down at like higher percents like this, they'll kind of slide off, but hitting the fast fall is really hard. So they just kind of slide off stage, and it's just kind of like a low angle if they DI it down.
Okay.
And if they don't, like it still gets them off stage. So a lot of times in these positions, like because you're like, man, they're corner camping me, and it's like, yeah, if I was in the corner at 120 and Falco kept trying to jump in and hit me, I would stay in the corner too, because that sounds like a really positive situation for me. And so it's like you can just sort of chill and like hold them in the corner and look for something like a laser jab, a laser forward tilt, a laser grab. Those are moves that is what you should be looking for here, not like the down tilt and stuff like that. So you want to look for an advantage situation, and then when you see the advantage situation, that's when you're like, oh, maybe I can kill out of that. But it's like there's a reason why you feel like Sheik's defense is really strong here from your kill moves. Like there's a reason why you're like, I keep trying to kill her and it's not working, and it's because it's bad.
Okay.
So like you're not, that feeling you're getting of it's really hard to kill Sheik while she's corner camping me at 120 is a real feeling, because it's almost impossible to kill her out of that. But you can hit her off stage or throw her in, put her into a bad spot, and then you can kill her.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I just relied on them messing up there for that kill. Which,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Like we already got the like info out of it, and so so
that time I did it more correctly, I think.
So this was just a 1. And you should have gotten forward tilted. That's the problem. But the other thing is that like, okay, so here's the thing. You made a wrong decision here. Sheik made a right decision. Okay, let me see what the actual. I'm curious how many frames Sheik wasted here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's actionable on 11, or after the 11. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she starts up a little bit late, and so like what Sheik could have done here is just like hold forward out of the laser and then forward tilt on like frame 1, and you would have for sure gotten hit. So this is why you do the 3, is because after this laser, if you 3'd, she would have whiffed the forward tilt. And the nice thing about doing this sort of whiff punishy type thing on Sheik is that like when you're doing this aerial, you kind of have to be like aiming for ground or air or whatever, and you like if they hold down on this nair, they're still gonna grab you, or they can grab you, and so you're kind of hoping they jumped out of it and stuff like that. Whereas if you wait a little bit after, like there's a reason why you felt like you should go in here, and it's because it felt like a good like a good strong position out of the laser. Like it feels like, yeah, like I could get her, and that's the feeling you want them to also deal with here. You want them to see this dash in and be like, I need to stop Falco from hitting me here. And so, and they will do something to try to stop you, and that's why this little timing delay is so strong. Oh, and what I was saying is that like if she whiffs a forward tilt and you dash danced around it, you don't have to worry about that whole like, I really hope she's in the air if I nair, and I really hope she's on the ground if I dare, because she's guaranteed to be on the ground in her forward tilt lag, and you get a late down air, which will work despite her being at like 2%, whereas the nair is just going to get CC'd here. She doesn't, but... And, okay, so look, here's the thing with the pillar again, is, so this one is good. Notice why this works so well.
It's because I fast fell right when
it's cause,
I got the hit. Or
yeah,
right,
you're falling, you're fast falling before it hits.
Yeah.
And then you come up here and you hit this and you jump up, but you're not fast falling before it hits. So then you end up coming down at a little bit. You're coming down a little bit slower, and it just makes it extra hard to get this punish. If you did the fast fall one here, you probably could have done something like down tilt or run off shine or plenty of things like that. So you still get the combo, but I just wanted to. And there's that rising one again.
Yep.
There's just way more stun than you think.
Yeah, I think it's just that I just don't think I have time to get above her like that, but I guess I definitely do.
Well, okay, so there's like a point in everybody's knockback where they get out of stun, and you just need to start looking at it. Like, they go up, and then they come down, and then as they're coming down a little bit, that's when the hit stun wears off. Okay. So as long as Sheik is like not at the peak of her thing, like now she's fallen, she probably gets out in like 10 frames from there or something.
Okay. All right.
So you just go in Uncle Punch and just hit the characters, and just, especially Sheik right now, and just sort of see like where does she exit her stun, because a lot of times you're kind of trying to rush the hit, and it puts you in like a way worse combo position.
Oh, and there's like a code I can activate to see when they're not in tumble or
yeah.
Okay.
But you can also just like go in combo practice and put them to invincible, and then they'll just double jump on the first frame.
Okay.
That's like what I use.
Okay.
It just seems easy, and it's like the same animation every time and everything, so you're just like, oh, okay, that's how much time I have. So this Sheik isn't really platform camping well, so it's hard for me to go into like how to deal with the laser camping, and I know or the needle camping, and I know I did talk about earlier like the sort of like percent thing. I just wanted to mention that if Sheik is on the side plat, don't ever feel bad about going to the other side plat and lasering.
Yeah.
You just have to make it not predictable, because if she's already up here and you full hop waveland, she can like needle you sometimes.
Yep.
But as long as like you can do stuff to trick it, like you can do full hop waveland off, and then sometimes she'll let her needles rip. And then, but a lot of times, what I like from the side plat is you get to laser Sheik, and then basically her options are to kind of try to beat you up here, in which case you can keep shooting them. Well, the main thing I want to say is that if you're on the opposite side plat from Sheik, she can't do anything except come down or go back up, but you have the option of short hopping off the platform forward and getting a laser from either here or here to the either hit grounded Sheik or platform Sheik. So you kind of have like a better approach to center off of the side plat than she does.
Okay, and jumping off the side plat, like that specific situation, like mechanically, what am I doing to get like the best advantage I can with a laser? Because like you can not fast fall it and get two lasers off the side platform, right?
Yeah.
But can
It
I
well,
can I
it de
still get a fast fall while getting a laser high enough to hit the other platform?
Yeah. So here, let me. Okay, we're pretty close on time. We have like 6 minutes, so I'm just gonna close that VOD and we'll spend the rest of it kind of talking about stuff, and I can show you the stuff.
Sure.
Um,
Sounds good.
okay. What was I gonna show you really quick? I blanked out.
The lasering off the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
platform
yeah,
while
yeah.
approaching. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what I like to do is I do kind of laser, and then I'll kind of fast fall, like it's just a short hop laser. It's just like how you would
Okay.
do this. It's just how you do the short hop laser, but you do it off of this, and you end up in this nice like that type of thing where you get
Well, that
like
does look really nice. Yeah.
yeah, and you can do stuff like this, and or sorry, you do this dash back, and it's like, what's she gonna do to actually beat that? You know, like she doesn't really have
Okay.
anything. And then yeah, you can do this one too, and that one's totally good too. Don't get me wrong, it's totally good. But I usually go for this one just because it's fast, and I get to the ground really quickly, and I have like solid pressure.
Hmm.
And then if I jump and then she goes to the ground, then I can just like adjust it and do that laser.
Okay. Cool.
And the other thing
Yeah.
that's nice is that like you can do that. Like
Yeah.
you can short hop shine through these platforms. So if like I'm over here and I can get a thing like this and then do that,
I
or
think I feel like I've gotten that once or twice, but yeah,
hmm
that seems really good.
yeah. So I just really like that. Whereas like she's kind of stuck there. I get this, and I get like the approaching ones, and I get like the grounded ones, and I get like the double if I feel like that. You know, like that. Like it's just super strong tools to actually deal with it. And then if there's like a top platform, then it's good because you can come down like this, like that's super
Okay.
strong, or like just going like that is super. Or, my bad, doing like that is super strong,
Right.
or even just honestly like getting up here like this and then doing this. It's kind of the
Okay.
same thing as like this, and you're pretty safe to just do that and kind of just like apply pressure like that. So I do a lot of stuff where I'm like that, like lasering from here, and then I go to here and I laser and I do this, and then I'll maybe do that, you know, like I'll cover like the high one there, and then I'll come down there, and so there's all these sorts of ways that you can kind of pressure Sheik in that spot without like super hard committing. Um,
Cool.
let's see. So let me do this, and then I'll do invincible. Okay, so let's see. So if Sheik is at like 40, that's where she can jump.
Oh yeah, you actually have so
I
much.
guarantee you that you think she's gonna jump like here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're
But
right.
she actually jumps so much later. So you can just hit her, and then... Oh, wait, let me do the no DI, so it's just a little easier. Like that.
I see. Yeah.
And you can
I
even...
definitely never get that at that
And I
percent.
do it a
Yeah.
lot lately. I've been doing this a lot on Marth and Sheik, and I can't guarantee that this is always the best way, since it's just like what I'm experimenting with right now.
Mhm.
But basically, I use full hop a lot. So I do like this, and then I do the full hop. And you have to be kind of fast with the full hop, but it lets you
Right.
get the falling thing you want like every time. Let's get to a freaking decent stage. Okay. No DI, no SDI, invincible, 30%. Yeah. So, yeah, you can just hit her, and then do full hop, and then fall, full hop, fall, full hop. And then you can do the rising one when she gets to those upper percents.
Yep.
But it's like pretty consistent as long as you get the timing right to just fall on her. And a lot of times these invincible double jump things, like that, those don't actually matter. Because a lot of times she's going to be attacking out of it anyway with like a nair.
Right.
If she's not going to... Like, if it hits double jump and it beats attack, it beats everything, pretty much. So, like, you don't really have to worry about it. You can just keep doing that. But yeah, this is what I consider, like, kind of, like, basic Sheik pillaring. And it's like, that's so free. And look at, even if she does, like, combo DI or whatever, like this, let me push it to a spot where this, just do this, full hop, down air. Full
Still
hop,
get
down
it,
air.
yeah.
Well, you don't want to do the rising one, but, down air, this, down here. Yeah, so basically the one that I just want you to practice, and there's like way more complexity to Falco's combo game, but I just want you to practice like getting above them. Whereas even you don't have to do the full hop. Like if they could do, let's see. I just wanted to note, yeah. Okay, so you don't have to do the full hop. Like you can do this one too, as long as you're falling like when you hit her. I don't really like doing this one because it feels like I have to like be super precise at like the exact range that I double jump at. But I think it's still a totally acceptable way, and just try not to do the like that type of thing where you're like, because then if Sheik is at 50 and you do that, you can't really get her. Whereas like if you do the falling one, you're like, ooh, that's super easy.
Yep, makes sense. I definitely have to work on that.
So yeah, you can do the double jump one or the full hop, but the key is especially at those like lower percents. A lot of times at the higher percent, it becomes a lot less about hitting the down air while falling and a lot more about hitting the down air early enough. And that's maybe why you feel like it's better on Marth or something. I just feel like it's like there's a lot more positions where you're kind of hitting Marth at like 60 or 70 with the shine, where he kind of DIs in a nice spot, and then you just sort of hit the down air early, kind of like what you're doing. Like that works at a little bit higher percents.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in those spots where you're having trouble getting it, just focus on like fast falling before the down air hits, and just sort of recognizing how much stun Sheik is actually in. And remember, they can't double jump out and they can't attack out. That's a true combo, even if it's not like a true combo, you know?
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Do you have any other questions or thoughts or whatever? I feel like that we went over some really good stuff.
No, yeah, for sure. No, I felt like I definitely got to hear some real basic improvements that I can like action on really well. So no, this has felt super helpful. I probably do have more questions in the future, but I feel like I want to get these things down and then maybe do some other session in a couple weeks or something.
Yeah, sounds good to me, man.
Awesome.
All right, sick. I'll send you the payment info and I'll talk to you later.
Yes, please. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. All right, have a good one.
Have a good one.
Okay, that was fun. I'll play like 2 games of unranked or something, and then I'm gonna get to work coding, trying to make that victory screen work. Good lesson. Thank you. Also, what's up, Binkle? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not the Flash you're thinking of. Sadly, that's why I was like, how do I say that it's not the right Flash? It'll be up soon, right? Well, it's up. It should be up already on Twitch, and the VOD will be up on YouTube reasonably soon, within a few days. Yeah. You should do a lesson raffle, but only for Ganon main. Oh, we played online before. I had no idea that was you. Oh, that's funny. Oh, thanks, Gamer. Yeah, dude. Thank you for getting the lesson. I hope it helps. I hope it's beneficial for you. Dude, okay. Let's see. It's 2:37 and 15 seconds. So if by 2:38 and 15 seconds I don't have a match, I'm ending the stream. So we have a minute to queue. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's Falco. Alright, I'll play like 2 games. I actually am not wanting to play this matchup like at all right now. Wow, that back air. I don't even know what this person's doing, I gotta be honest. It feels totally incoherent. Yo, King SSBM, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that a ton. I feel like you just solved that matchup for me. Oh, let's go. Dude, that's how it's supposed to feel. Like, I haven't had problems with Sheik at all since I started with Falco. Like, I do think that it's not, like, it's hard. Like, all of Falco's matchups are hard. But it's not, like, that hard. Yo, Flash70, thank you for the sub, man. Wow. That side plat ruined my dreams. I knew he was gonna do that. He gave me a lesson on Sheik Fox a while ago, but I switched to Falco and it's so much more fun. Dude, it is so much more fun. Falco is definitely the character of the future. Like, we're gonna watch some VODs in 2030 and just be like, dude, what? Like, Falco's ridiculous. What's up, Huge? I love that emote. That's what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree. I think it's also hard is, like, I feel like people expect me to, like, super remember every lesson I've given. And it's like, I don't know. Like, for me, giving lessons, it doesn't really feel like a super social thing. Like, I'm just totally in the zone of, like, I'm just in the melee zone of, like, trying to, like, help this person with melee. So, like, it's so hard. And people are like, yeah, don't you remember? You gave me that one lesson. I'm like, dude, like, I should remember, maybe, but, like, holy moly, like, I'm not trying to, like, remember people, like, as a friend, like, during a lesson, even if, like, I like them. It just takes, my brain does not have the amount of space. I'm like, I can hang out and have fun, or I can literally, like, try to think about the melee. So sometimes my social brain is just, like, off during lessons, and I, like, forget people. But it's not that I don't like the people I'm giving lessons to, it's just, like, it's just freaking hard to, like, keep it all in my head at the same time. Dead. I knew they were gonna DI out. Yeah, I think the lessons I put up should help reduce some of Falco's complexity a little bit. But it's not there yet. Like, the character is still super, like, unsolved. Hey, you guys see that? I approached from top platform with an aerial, and I just immediately got punished. Listen while playing, start implementing stuff on the spot. Okay, that's actually sick. Like, live advice. I actually hate this matchup right now, because I feel like I got too good at it. Like, I feel like I got too good at it in, like, the current meta. And now I'm just like, man, every Falco's so boring. It's like, I don't know. It's like one of those matchups, it's like you can't really play this matchup aggro. Like, you can try, but, like, Falco's so good at, like, stalemating. Like that. Like, I just, like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Oh, here we go, I'm leaving. I just feel like it's so easy to stalemate. Oops. I hate this shield high laser game. Yeah, same. I mean, the thing is, I actually do like this matchup I just feel like I've been hating like practicing on unranked because I feel like I'm not getting as much out of it as I do for other matchups. Because I feel like everybody just sort of plays like outside of like I don't know Mango and Albert, every Falco and probably like ooh. Nice, that was sick. Like probably with the exception of like Mango and Albert, I feel like nobody super plays it correctly. Because I feel like I kind of took my game plan from like playing those guys. But I don't know, it just feels way too easy. Like, it just feels way too easy playing, like, run-of-the-mill Falcos. Whereas, like, a run-of-the-mill Fox is, like... It's not that it's... It's not that it's, like, harder. But it, I feel like it gives Oh, I just missed my L cancel? Okay. Wow. These up tilts are so silly. I dashed back! He was just slow. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That was the dumbest shield poke ever. That fair by him is so bad. Do you have a favorite Doom album? Nah. Wow, he just gambled on that one. That's crazy. Yeah.
This villain was a ruthless masked conqueror with aspirations to dominate the universe.
Dude, I just don't care. I don't care, dude. Stop. Oh my goodness. Just die. Like the game's over.
Villain get the money like curls. They just trying to get a nut like squirrels in this mad world. Land of milk and honey with the swirls, where reckless naked girls get necklaces of pearls. Compliments of the town jeweler. Left back now, schooler, trying to sound cooler. On the microphone, known as the crown ruler. Never lied to Ma when we said we found the moolah. $500-something laying right there in the street. Huh? Now let's try and get something to eat. Then he turned full.
Dude, are you freaking kidding me? They grab break into the mistake. Oh, he got me. Okay. Calm down.
Life is like a folklore legend. Why you're so stiff, you need to smoke more, brethren. Instead of trying to rip with a broke war veteran. Split made him swore he saw heaven, he was 7. Yup, you know it.
I'm just not expecting someone to opposite tech there with Marth. It's so bad.
He asked the teacher if he leave, will he pass? His girl is home alone, he's trying to get the... If you want to sip, get a paper water fountain glass. How I'm supposed to know when your mouth didn't last? Hand so fast, it can outspin the flash. Known to smoke a whole mountain of hash to the ash. Boom, bass, and you can go with the stash. Consume us in a smash, boom, get the cash.
Oh! He DI'd off? That's insane. Oh, accidental tap jump? Okay. Testing out my new... Not testing out, but using my new boom whip, so I feel it. Yeah, I messed that up. He was definitely dead.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. After you whose last is doomed, he's the worst known. Gotta have your boom blown and eat your thirst bone. Rockets won't burst clone, just don't curse the grown. On his own microphone, bring it everywhere he go. So he can bring it to you live in stereo. permission to be candid. Granted, I don't think we can handle a style so rancid. He flipped it like Madeline did the old jazz standard. Don't mind me, I wrote this rhyme lightly over 2 or 3 heinies. And boy, was they fine, G. One black, one Spanish, one Chinese. It keeps the wood shiny around like a pine.
Dude, come on. It's the tech skill. He does those aerials from ledge way too much. Okay, just bad tech skills. It's so annoying sometimes, like when you've been practicing something more, you get like worse at it, because your brain, every time you see it, your brain's like, oh, that's that thing! That's that thing I've been practicing super hard, and then you just like miss it. That's sick. Oh, we got me there. Yeah. Oh no, I was so too slow. Dude, see, look at that. Like, Marth dies so easily, too. Like, he had to get that big outplay on the dash back to get me. I don't even remember getting an outplay on him. I just remember hitting him once with something random.
The muscle-bound karate expert concealed a razor edge which could lop the head off
Oh, dude, I'm just so slow.
with notorious world takeover schemes and the most magnificent gadgets imaginable. Villains rapidly grew healthy cash flow. It is explained by a more comedic villain, the bald-headed Doom. This villain rose to incredible new heights of money-making, revenge, and extortion. Such was the magnitude of a typical villain. This is no answer.
Very well then. Adieu to the death.
Really?
Today is the shadow of tomorrow. Today is the present future of yesterday. Yesterday is the shadow of today. The darkness of the past is yesterday.
No, dude, that was not what I tried to do.
The days of yesterday are all numbered and some. Say the word once. Because once upon a time there was a yesterday. Yesterday belongs to the
He up tilted? Are you kidding me? He didn't shield there? Like, dude. He's just blind. Like, are you kidding me? I was just right on top of you. That's just, whatever. Melee players make no freaking sense. Oh, I could have down smashed that, but I was raging.
The music is different here. The vibrations are different. Not like Planet Earth.
Honestly, Marth's punish game in this matchup is kind of overrated.
There was no one to talk to.
Oof, that was a close call.
Set up a colony here.
He always side B's in that same exact position. It's so annoying. So annoying. I shielded that. Okay, I just messed up. As long as you time stuff right, and you DI up and away, Marth literally can't do squat. Like, his combos aren't that good against Falco, actually. Like, he has to work way harder than, like, Falcon. Like, he gets stuff like that, but that's on bad DI. If I DI'd up and away, which is, like, my regular DI that I try to do in this matchup, then it'd be great. Oh, I should have up smashed there, I think. My laser didn't come out.
The first thing to do is to consider time as officially ended. We work on the other side.
Dude never shields? Yeah, he doesn't shield like ever. He's just swinging around a bunch. Okay, I need my first couple damage. Ani always does that double jump fair. He never empty hops the ledge. See? Like, look at that. So much for guaranteed 0 death. Nah. I was like, he's gonna so hard commit to this. Like, he wants that kill so much. Goodbye. There's no way he's having fun right now? Dude, I think he is. I think he is having fun. Oh, dude, I know that works there, though. He's below tech %. Yeah. He does do mad that I didn't kill him off of that first opening. Okay. I tried to edge cancel that. I'm working on like what my escape should be. How dare you drag my name in the dirt and cheat? You could have broke it off, ended it, you did. And if you spoke soft, we could have still preserved the friendship. Now you apologize, that's what they all say. You wasn't sorry when you sucked them off in the hallway. But have it your way, raw, no foreplay. That's you if you want a dude who wear a mask all day. And just to think, I used to be proud of you, and you had some real good power. No way. I'm so annoyed. I don't know why he doesn't pay attention when I'm invincible. I'm not rocking around. He better be ready and prepared to be stomped in the ground. I don't know why he keeps doing those stupid dumb fairs, but he loves those for some reason. That up tilt, wow. The dumbest combo of all time. Okay. Alright, I tried. Now, yeah, he's gonna do a bad refresh. They all do that. Rest assured, every Marth will do that. Every Marth will wait and then do a bad refresh and let you hit it. When you solving the Yoshi matchup, I mean, I'm working on it, dude. I'm too busy programming my game. I'll get to it eventually. Alright, let me find somebody to raid. Are you entering anything? I'm going to double down. Although I gotta get my ride figured out. Alright, thank you all for coming for the games and the lesson. I'll see you there. Hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you later. Peace.